Hi, friends. June 10 to 16 happens to be Men's Health Week. So nobody really hears any noise about it because, well, men are just to be endured, right? Nobody really cares a lot. You have a Mother's Day and there is so much hoopla about it. There is a Women's Month and there is so much of fanfare about it. But Men's Week, oh, it just happened. But that doesn't stop us from actually putting out some signs that what men should do. Men are obviously 50% of the population, so obviously the health of men is also something that really needs consideration. And believe it or not, men are at high risk. There are no glamorous things like breast cancer which are happening on the men's scene, but there is a lot of insidious things going on. First and foremost, let's talk about what are the habits men get into. Now, most of the tobacco chewers that we see are men. Most of the alcoholic people are men. Most of the people having high risk behaviors are men. So, obviously, it goes to say that being a man, and if you really, get into those Marlboro men kind of ideas, then you are at potentially a very high risk of developing cancer. So, if you look at the top cancers in men, the top cancers in men are lung cancer, oral cancer, esophageal cancer, prostate cancer, and obviously colorectal cancer. And believe it or not, all of these cancers are more or less lifestyle related cancers because a lot of lifestyle choices influence the occurrence of this cancer. Now, take lung cancer. What is the biggest cause of lung cancer? Cigarette smoking. So, 9 out of 10 smokers are going to develop lung cancer. Don't get fooled by things like Winston Churchill, who used to smoke till 90 and he was a very healthy person. Or so I always tell this to my patients. Winston Churchill saved Britain from Hitler. Will you be able to save your country from an external enemy? Are you that big? So don't compare yourself with Winston Churchill. So don't get into that don't get fooled by those kind of things. The second thing, oral cancer. Now, what is the biggest cause of oral cancer? It is gutka or chewing tobacco or smokeless tobacco as they call it. Now, who are the biggest consumers of this? Men again. So why do you want to expose yourself to such a debilitating disease? Believe it or not, you see, when you see pictures even on the cigarette packets, they have those pictures there. People have lost their jaws, people's faces are completely gone. The functional abilities take a hit. The treatment is long, treatment is expensive, and all because you just wanted a kick from keeping that tobacco quid in your mouth. Is it really worth it? Ask yourself again. Not only that, that also exposes men to a very high degree of heart attacks, a high level of cholesterol related problems, lung problems. Peripheral vascular disease is coming up in a big way. What is peripheral vascular disease? It is the disease of the arteries or the blood vessels which supply our legs. सो ये सब जो होता है, इनको हम अवॉइड कर सकते हैं सिंपली सिंपली अगर हम लोग अपनी हैबिट्स किक कर लें, अगर हम लोग अपनी अपनी आदतों को बदल दें, तो देन यू कैन गेट रिड ऑफ दिस एंड बिलीव इट और नॉट 60% ऑफ दीज कैंसर्स कैन बी प्रिवेंटेड बाय जस्ट चेंजिंग लाइफस्टाइल. और यही इंपॉर्टेंस होता है लाइफस्टाइल चॉइसेस का. लेट्स कम टू द नेक्स्ट कैंसर विच इज कोलोरेक्टल कैंसर. कोलोरेक्टल कैंसर बहुत ज्यादा तरीका स्पीड से हमारे देश में बढ़ रहा है. एंड द रीजंस आर ऑब्वियस. हमारे खाने पीने की आदतें बदल रही हैं, हमारी जो लाइफस्टाइल है वो बदल रही है. देयर इज एन एपिडेमिक ऑफ ओबेसिटी इन दिस कंट्री नाउ. धीरे धीरे क्या होता है कि जब हमारी लाइफस्टाइल बदलती है, जैसे ईस्टर्न कंट्रीज में हुआ, फॉर एग्जाम्पल जापान हैड अ वेरी हेल्दी पॉपुलेशन, इट हैड अ कोलोरेक्टल कैंसर रेट which was very low. Come industrialization, come the change in lifestyle, and in 40 years, believe it or not, the incidence of colorectal cancer jumped to almost 2 times, from 50 per 1 lakh to it went up to nearly 80 to 90 per 1 lakh. And believe it or not, this is happening in our country now. Our colorectal cancer incidences are going up. So this is another cancer that is related to lifestyle. It is related to what we eat, an excessive intake of red meat, an excessive intake of saturated fats, lack of physical activity, smoking again. All of these go into the making of a colorectal cancer. एंड हेंस ये जो बड़ी आंत की कैंसर की बीमारी है, ये अगर हमें प्रिवेंट करनी है, तो अगेन वापस मैं एक ही चीज बोलूंगा कि अपनी आदतें सुधारो. अगर हम अपनी आदतें सुधार सके तो जरूर इस कैंसर का मुकाबला हम कर सकते हैं. तो ये 4 इम्पोर्टेंट कैंसर्स हुए, आज हमने डिस्कस किए. इन चारों की वजह हमने देखी कि सबसे इम्पोर्टेंट वजह वजह हमारी आदतें हैं, और ये आदतें हम बदल सकते हैं. तो लेट अस pledge to ourselves for this men's week that we are all going to get into a healthier lifestyle. Stay fit, stay healthy. Wish you all the best.